people. And I have been so busy, but I wanted to pop in and play with a new product I've got. I'm not selling it, I'm just saying it was gifted to me and I wanted to do something with it. It is a blender, and dang it, I thought I had lots of frozen veg out in the counter, in the freezer, but not so much. So instead, I was like, wow, I can make a berry smoothie, but it's gonna have a lot of good benefits for it. So we'll talk about that in just a sec. I'm gonna pull up my YouTube so that I can see what I'm doing here. Let's see, Keto for Real Life people, my channel. There we go. There's already 16 of you here. All right, so if you were on Facebook, I gotta show you, you've already seen it, but for those of you on just my YouTube channel, I whacked my hair off today. First time I've ever given myself a home cut, especially cutting on my own hair. It isn't perfect, but I had a backup plan. I figured as slow as my hair grows, as fine as my hair is, if it doesn't turn out, I have a wig. Of course, I would have had to wear it for a year, but I don't think it turned out too badly. And then, that saved some money. And then I bought a hair color kit by L'Oreal, and it is the almond roca. No, I don't know. It's some brown and blondie type of deal. So tomorrow I'm gonna put that to my hair. I figured if I cut it first, then I could color it and it'd be easier to work with this. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. In the meantime, guys, look at this beauty here. Let me move my almond milk out of the way. Look what I got. My daughter forgot to give me the recipe book. So I'll have to get it from her the next time I see her, or she will not make it to the post office. I can tell you that right now. That girl, she's like, Mom, don't ask me. She's just too busy. So she got this, she does Pampered Chef. And since she started this new job, she has not had time, and she goes, I will not use this blender that she earned. It is the Pampered Chef, what is it called? I don't know. It's a blender. And it's supposed to be comparable to like a Vitamix. They claim theirs is even better, so we're gonna see a little bit. I will tell you, I was out of town, got home Saturday afternoon, Sunday. I gave it a whirly-whirl, I gave it a try, and I made some broccoli cheddar soup that was to die for. The only thing that I could say about it was that there was no texture to it because it was pureed so smoothly that, to me, I like to have a little chew factor. And that's a simple solution, especially, when you're doing something like a broccoli cheddar soup or a potato soup. You could do, all kinds of wonderful soups and sauces with this thing. You could always have a bag of frozen broccoli that you steam and chop and then just add in once it's all done. That way you have that and garnish with a little extra cheese if you like. So I will say it was delicious, y'all. It was vibrant, it was flavorful. As a matter of fact, this is the color it is. This is the color it is. And I heated it up as leftovers, and it's still delicious. So one batch of the soup that I made, actually I had a full serving plus I filled a quart jar up. So probably 1.5 to 2 quarts is what I made. And I didn't follow any recipe. I just said, this sounds good. And that's what I did. So let me put this up. This blender now, I want to tell you, it has, I think, 8 functions. I pulled up a little sheet on it. That paper made all that noise. Let me give you the specs. It is a cooking blender. So you want to do soup, sauces, jams, jellies, purees, baby food, anything that you would cook. It has a 6-cup capacity. So that's pretty good. So obviously I made about 6 cups of soup. 7 cup of cold, so if you're doing big batches of smoothies or any frozen drinks or anything like that, you've got a 7-cup capacity to that. It comes with a tampered dual-sided cleaning brush, which I have put up. Where did I put it? Oh, I have one of those. I'm not here to sell it, so, but it did come with that. A strainer bag, which is really cool. Boil over guard, which I assume is this jobby right here. The tamper. And deluxe cookbook blending guide, the cookbook, which she forgot to give me. Anyways, it has 8 pre-programmed settings, including smoothie, alternative milk, so you can make all your own almond milk, cashew milk, whatever, you know, type of milk you want. It grinds so that you can do your own nut butters, peanut butters, whatever you want. Soup, heated puree, sauce, jam, and custom blend. Plus, wait, there's more. It washes itself. Hot diggity dog. What? Oh gosh, I did something there. I can see it. I've got you guys down here on my tablet so that I can see comments, and I can see Lisa's here, and Linda, and Lori, and Jennifer. Thank you. So, there we go. So let's get started, guys. Today I decided to just try a recipe out. I don't know how it's gonna taste. I don't have the cookbook or the recipe book, but I was like, ooh, let's do some, I have some frozen fruit. Now, let's talk berries. In the keto world, berries are allowed on the keto diet, right? But not all berries are created equal. I don't have any strawberries, but I have raspberries and I have blueberries, both of which, per 1 cup serving, according to the bag, are 17 carbs apiece. So you have to stop and think before you do something like this, because 17 carbs is 34, and that's like not happening, right? So what I did was, and blueberries, which are a superfood full of antioxidants, good for you, healthy, only have 4 grams of fiber per 1 cup. So that's still 13 net carbs if you're doing net carbs, which is kind of high. The other thing is, on raspberries, 1 cup is 17 total carbohydrates, but it has 9 grams of fiber. So that takes it down quite a bit, right? What I decided to do, oh my God, my dog's outside, I thought she was inside, is, and do what I always recommend. I always tell everybody, if you're going to have berries, enjoy them in moderation. I say try to keep it at half a cup. That way you're not getting that full 17. Okay, you're cutting that number in half. Then you can still take that fiber and deduct it and get it down a little bit lower. But you know, they are allowed on the keto diet. So again, it's just not something you want to sit around and, you know, constantly eat. And measuring sometimes when it comes to things like this can be a lifesaver, especially if you're prone to do things like me. Oh, I want some berries and cream, and I don't even think about it. I don't measure. I just whip up some heavy cream and dump my berries on it and my sweeteners or whatever, and I go to town, and before you know it, you've got carbs from whipped cream, you've got carbs from your berries, and maybe you've just had 20 or 30 carbs in one little sitting. So be mindful. Now, I call this a berry beautiful smoothie because what I've decided to do was I've got almost a full half cup of raspberries, and all I did, y'all, was sprinkle a few blueberries on top. Just probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just enough to give it a little bit more deeper color, get a little of that blueberry blend in there, but not enough to even come close to a 1/4 cup, okay? So we've got mostly raspberries, a little bit of blueberries, and then for the strawberry, I'm gonna go ahead and use my strawberry collagen by Perfect Keto. This is, you don't have to. If you have your favorite collagen brand, you can just use fresh berries and put some collagen unflavored powder in there. I think it'll be just fine. You might have to use a little sweetener though. Now, the strawberry collagen has built-in sweeteners in the form of, I think it's monk fruit and stevia. Let me see here, let me make sure, stevia. Just stevia. So it's already got some sweetener in this. I won't have to worry about it being bitter or anything at all. So I'm gonna start with some almond milk. That'll make it creamy. 1 cup of almond milk really only has 1 carb total. So I'm just gonna pop it in there, just like that. I don't even know how this is gonna taste, y'all. I really don't, but I'm thinking it'll be good because usually, I mean, it's not like brains, rocket science. I always say brain science. The other thing I'm gonna add, now this is totally optional, not necessary, but I've been trying to get in some more fiber or probiotics, and I have the Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. It's vanilla flavored, so it has a little sweetener. Again, it's clean sweetener, and let's see here, and it does have carbs in it, but I'm just gonna count them in. So we have non-GMO, 15 grams of protein. Where is the little container that says what type of sweetener they use? I do believe it is water, chicory root fiber, which has its own natural sweetness, and stevia. So again, really clean. And the carbs on one serving is 10, but the fiber is 3, and that's the chicory root. So 7 total there, and then 1 there, that's 8, and I'm gonna say we're gonna get about 7 here. So this is not something I would do all the time, but I think it's a great way to enjoy a summer treat that's gonna be beneficial. I'm gonna add the scoop of collagen, you guys. Collagen is good for your skin and your hair and your nails, but it's also super, super healthy, and it's good for your joints. And God knows I need all the help I can get with my joints because I do have arthritis. When I'm on my collagen kick, I can tell, man, I can really tell. Plus, your skin starts getting glowy and people start noticing, like, you get the beauty from the inside coming outward. All right, so I've got that. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my yogurt. Again, you can totally skip this. You could use plain yogurt if you wanted, but I'm trying to do gut health stuff. So for me, this is gonna be good. You know, if you're having one of those days where you're like having just a protein too, this would fit in. It's definitely not gonna take up your 20 on here, especially if you're doing net carbs. But I wanna get some ice. I always do that. You just need about a half a cup. Now, oh, and let's add our berries. And a half cup of ice. Cool thing is, this thing has got its own pre-program. The one thing that I can tell you, and you're fixing to find out, the one thing I don't like, it's loud. So all I have to do is turn on the power. Oh, the power button's over here. Power. You just turn the dial and the light will light up to wherever you are. Smoothie. And push a button, and that's it. That is so darn loud. So now, guys, all I have to do is, the little lid has sensors in it, guys. It's pretty cool. So if it's not locked down properly, it won't turn on as a safety feature. Let me just set this right here behind me. The base has a little handle for help lifting. It is a glass carafe, by the way. So here we go. Ooh, and that actually gave me a little bit more than I thought. And let's taste it. That's really good. I could have actually added more ice if you want it thicker. And guys, think if you've got your keto chow, you could definitely whip up several batches at once, pour them off into your containers. You're good for go. I'm excited to try it just because I'm a kitchen whore. I really am, y'all. I love the idea of maybe trying my keto jelly recipe in here with some berries and the gelatin, and it cooks up to 220 degrees. It's amazing. Let's see here. Oh, I will say hi. Hi, Lisa, Linda, Lori, Jennifer, and Debbie. Hello. Oh, I love brightening people's days. Makes me feel good. So yeah, here's a wonderful way. And you don't have to have a fancy schmancy blender either, guys. This is probably the fanciest schmanciest blender I've ever owned, and I didn't have to pay for it. But I'm totally down with it, and I'm thankful. But you can use, I have a Ninja. My daughter Melissa says, so is the Ninja going to become my dedicated salsa blender? And I'm like, yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, that's great. Leave mine alone. I trust her to do this. It's not a biggie. It's just a blender. But what's cool is the self-cleaning feature. You know what? Every time I take a bite of something when I do a live, I get like a tickle. I got like a raspberry seed right here. I'm like, la 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 la. Somebody told me to do that hum or whatever. I don't know. Let's see if I can wash it down. But flavor-wise, guys, this is delicious. It's a good way to get the strawberry keto collagen in. You know, Perfect Keto does have all kinds of flavors. So some people like to put it in their coffee. If it's the, you know, cinnamon toast or the peanut butter, dudes, yum, and the chocolate collagen. I have to say the chocolate and strawberry are my two favorites of these, you know, products of this brand. I love it. I do like the chocolate when I put it in my coffee and I add a little heavy cream. It's so delicious, but I'm totally out of it. I got other flavors, but it's not the same. Even with the carbs for this treat, it's still a lot better option than a regular smoothie. Oh, definitely, guys. Most smoothies, you know, have bananas and then they have orange juice and then they have more fruit. Those carbs can rack up, and the sugars, and what those sugars are going to do to your glucose, you know, blood level is it's off the charts. So, I mean, as an occasional way, or a creative way, I should say, of getting in, you know, your collagen and some fruit, you're getting your, like I said, your antioxidants, you're getting potassium. Both fruits contain potassium, so you're getting some iron. It's a very healthy option. I know some people become so obsessed about being so strict that they will not allow themselves more than 20 carbs a day. And I say hats off to you, and if that's your thing, you do it. But if you are a little bit more relaxed on your keto, or your carb or your macros are adjusted to fit something like this, then it's just another little thing that you can throw together and enjoy in a healthy way. And again, you're doing the double duty, because not only are you getting a nice little sweet refresher, okay, but you're also, you know, doing something healthy for yourself as far as beautification. Like that, is it Butamus? One of my older relatives and great aunts or uncles used to say, that's so Butamus. I think it's an Okie or Arky saying or something. Let's see. Maritza says, I made it late. Can you quickly go over the ingredients, please? Sure, this was just a simple half a cup of berries. Basically, it was almost a full cup, half a cup of raspberries with about 10 blueberries on top of it, into 1 cup of almond milk. I used a half a container of Greek yogurt, half a cup. And then I added some ice to it and a scoop of my Perfect Keto strawberry collagen. So I have, you know, this berry blend here, and I added some ice. You could definitely add more if you like it super chilled. And the way that blended down, I definitely could have added another, like a whole cup of ice. So it is delicious. Y'all, I wish that I had looked in here to see what I had before I had planned this live, because I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I've got all kinds of stuff out here in the freezer. but I was missing this and missing that element. I was like, dang it, I would have done something like a soup, because that, I'm gonna do a soup. And I think I might do, I did the broccoli cheddar on Sunday, gave it a try, delicious. But I'm thinking I could do a head of cauliflower. I could make a potato soup. I love making it on the stove. But the cool thing about this is once you put all the ingredients in it, you push a button and you walk away. It took about 25 minutes for this to cook a batch of soup for me. And all I had to do was put the ingredients in it, push a button, walk away, and then come back about a minute before, and I added heavy cream and my cheddar cheese, and it whirred up, and I poured it out, and I enjoyed it. Oh, and again, I can't even explain how delicious it was. You know, here's the thing too, though. I like to share recipes that anybody can make. I don't want you to have a special tool or a special kitchen gadget in order to make it. I've been making my potato soup, and there's my recipes for cheddar broccoli soup and all of those things on my website, which is temporarily shut down right now. But they've been there for years, so you don't have to have a special gadget. But this special gadget does make my life a little easier in the kitchen, so I'm down for that. Totally. This blender on the website is $349. Of course, I guess if you hosted a party or something like that, I'm sure you could like get points or whatever. You know how those kind of things go. But my daughter, like I said, she kicked off. She had working at her job, not making enough money. She started Pampered Chef, got into it, and 1 month later got offered a much better job. Of course, it keeps her busy because it's associated with Amazon. So literally this girl is, you know, running 90 to nothing. And she's like, Mom, now I don't even have time to do my Pampered Chef. And I don't know if they allow it or not. I told her, I said, well, maybe we could transfer it over, because I'm not going to invest into it. I mean, I could help her along or something with it, but nah. I don't know. You know me. I got too many irons in the fire too for that. Although I've been told, because of what I do, being a Pampered Chef consultant would be an awesome thing. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's my thing or not. Oh yeah, she's loving it. This company is not it's not Amazon, but it is affiliated. Not affiliated. That's what I want. Contracted. That's the word I'm looking for. Contracted to Amazon, and she is a delivery driver, and she's been a driver, well, Bub is just graduated, that's her oldest, this year, and she's been a school bus driver. Started out as a school bus driver, I think, when he was like in first grade. So she's been a driver forever. Anyway, try it, Nancy. Let's see, you think I should try being a Pampered Chef consultant? I don't know. She's like, Mom, would I have to give you all my stuff I got in my kit? I said, nah. If you want to, but no, I wouldn't do that. I got enough stuff. And I even have Pampered Chef stuff, so it's not like, I don't have the newest and the latest and the greatest, except for this here blender. Oh, and I do have the cold brew coffee system. I didn't show you all that, did I? I love it too. Okay, let me show you guys this. So this, look at this. You would think, what? Look at this. This is just another, this was my gift for being the hostess. I got to pick out, from that Pampered Chef party we had, I got to pick something out. It's got a little dust on it. But this is all it is. This is a glass carafe. It has this silicone band that snaps on and off. It's got these cute little buttons down the back. Just like that. So easy gripping. Then it has this little filtration system, and just like that. So all you do is put your coffee in this, whatever kind of coffee, ground coffee you want. I did my French vanilla, unsweetened French vanilla coffee grounds, filled it up, and then I popped it in here like that, and then you just pour filtered water over the top, and then pop your little lid on and set it on your counter for 24 hours. Overnight, it just steeps in it. It fuses, it's a fusion thing. and that's super fine, and it makes the smoothest cold brew, which y'all know I love coffee, and y'all know that I like cold brew, and I like buying that concentrate at Walmart, but it's $8 a bottle. I'm like, no, it's not anymore. And the other cool thing is that it comes with another little attachment somewhere up in here. I don't think it makes a huge difference. Oh, I think it's in the other drawer. It is. So it has a clear plastic attachment that you can pop in here in its place. That's for tea. So if you wanted to do your own tea, loose leaf tea, and just pop it in there, you can do tea or coffee. Love it! I have the stone, and I've had it for 20 years. I don't know what happened to my stones. I had the pizza stone, the round one, and I had a baking thing. And then I think at some point when the girls, my youngest girls, were graduating in 08, so it's been 12 years, I and my husband went to live in a travel trailer for almost 2 years. And so all of my dishes, almost all of my cookware, I mean, I gave away so many things to the kids because, you know, they were starting out, plus I have 5. And my stones went by the wayside. So did my dehydrator. Funny how you remember certain things that you think, what the hell did I do with them? And I miss them, and I still miss them. Pizza stone, yeah, that's the one I had too, and I loved it. It had that nice patina on it built up. You know, when you first start out, you're like, how is this gonna work? But the more you use it, the shinier it gets, and things just taste wonderful with that stuff. Ah, la la la. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm gonna wash it. I wanted to show you that it does wash itself. So that just pops straight down. Guys, this, you cannot get this base wet on it because this is the cooking elements are in here. There's electronics down and built into this. It's pretty high tech. Yeah. Oh, I still have some smoothie. Let's get all of that goodness in there. There we go. So I'll pop that back on there. And it has all your measurements right here. You can take just plain old hot water from the tap, but I put some water in this coffee pot. And basically you go up to the 3 mark. Right there. Two drops of dish soap. Don't use any of that scrubby foamy stuff. 1, 2. And don't do too much of this because you will regret it. Slide this on here, click it in. Again, you just turn the dial until it's on heated wash. It heats it up to 140 degrees. So if you put straight cold water, the process is going to take longer because it has to get, it'll take itself up to temperature. It shows you right on top here, 140 degrees. Push the button. It's at 127 right now. That's what the temp of the water was. So it won't take long. It's 131, 132. Well, that water was hotter than that. 135. And it's heating. It shows this little rectangle dots just going around to let you know that it's bringing it up to temp. So right now it's at 138. It's not going to take but another couple of seconds, and then it's going to, there it goes. push the button, you can pause it. And I think I will pause it right there, but that gives you an idea. It still has 1:22. It takes about a 2-minute wash. I did find the other day, because it had that cheese and stuff in it, this wash came in really handy, guys. When it's just something like a smoothie like this, you could definitely rinse it out. It's not a problem. Right here where the lid joins down, you can still see some, so that'll come off in the rinse as well. I took a moment to just rinse my lid, and this wiped that off, and cleanup was a breeze, total breeze. But yeah, so I'll just leave that off for a few minutes, and we can finish talking. What was it? The other thing that So the other thing that I want to try to make with this is caramel sauce. So I usually take it and make it on the stove. And the last sauce that I made, oh my gosh, it was so tasty. And I ended up with like almost 2 pints. I made a little much. But I could easily just throw everything in here and let it go and get a nice smooth caramel sauce that I can put in my jars for, especially, and I will too, because summer is here. So if I make keto ice cream, or even if I take my keto chow shakes and I freeze them into the ice cream and I want to just make them special, you know, I can have my caramel sauce. So I'm going to try that out as well. That was just another thought that I had. So that's about it, guys. I'm making it quick. The last live that I got to do, I'll explain a few things to you real quick now. So I have my keto crate in, and I like to do that. I'd like to see if Elizabeth can make some time to do the Keto Crate product review with me. It's always so much funner when there's more than one person trying the different things and getting multiple opinions, thumbs up in it and thumbs down in it. So that's coming up as soon as I can work that in with her. Secondly, I want to talk to you all about my website and why it's down real quick. So every year I have to pay the renewal on the website space, not my domain, not my KetoForRealLifePeople.com. That's from GoDaddy, and I do pay for that once a year too. But the website is outrageously expensive once a year. And as it was coming up for renewal on the 11th of this month, I had told my husband, I said, look, I'm not real happy with the website that was chosen. I mean, when I first started keto, y'all, and people were like, would you put together a place, you know, website or whatever? That way all your recipes, we can find them easy. Sure. But I didn't know diddly squat about building a website, having a website, or doing anything with a website. So I let somebody choose a platform for me. Think of it this way. You go to GoDaddy or someplace like that, and you buy and create your own .com address, okay? Well, that address has got to sit somewhere, and it's on property. And that property is the website, and it's got to be hosted. Again, it's all connected. So GoDaddy, WordPress are what's happening right now, long story short. I was using Squarespace. It's going to be outrageous. I was able to catch a deal, but I don't have an IT tech that I can use right now. I've kind of self-taught. I've got 10 days to rebuild a whole new website in a different place, and hopefully it has features that are easier to deal with. Like, it took forever to be able to add a printable widget for y'all to be able to print a recipe, because the website place did not have it available until just a few months ago. So it's down for the count. I was busy yesterday for like 6 or 7 hours, and I did not get very far in that long period of time. So today and now and through the 10th, I've got to build a new website. That way everybody can keep on looking for recipes there. All right, I think that's about it, guys. I'm not gonna burn your ears up with this because it is kind of loud. But thank you for watching. Do me a favor, share it. It'd be great if you did. If you're new to the channel, thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you haven't subscribed, you know, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell if you want to get notified when I am doing a live or I post a new upload or something like that. And lastly, but not leastly, you can become a Keto for Real Life People supporter by hitting the join button right at the top of the Keto for Real Life People channel. There's a button that says join, and you can be at whatever level you want to. I appreciate all you guys' support. It helps me keep doing what I'm doing, helps me keep websites going and graphics going and music things going. Believe it or not, every little thing counts. So thank you all for showing up. Remember, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and keep it keto, guys. Catch you later. Bye.